Hi, welcome to Small Deck Collections with HeKate's Crossing. Right, so what I want to talk about today is small deck collections. So what I'm thinking is really basic is to choose you want to start off learning tarot. Okay, first thing you need to do is get a Rider-Waite-Smith type deck, maybe. I mean, you don't have to, but this could be one way to get just a real basic collection of tarot cards. You haven't got a lot of money, and you want to start collecting a couple of decks and a couple of oracle, maybe a couple of tarot, a couple of oracle, and a Lenormand Deck maybe might interest you at some stage. But let's begin with Rider-Waite-Smith. I think any Rider-Waite-Smith type deck, if you want to add that to your collection, I think is a great way to begin learning tarot. Now, there's lots of Rider-Waite-Smith type decks, there's lots of decks that are very similar but maybe different, maybe a little bit quirky, maybe a little bit different. So this is just an idea. Choose a Rider-Waite-Smith type deck. Okay, the next thing to do is maybe look for you've looked at Rider-Waite-Smith, yay, great, and you've chosen a deck that sort of resonates with you. One deck, that's cool. Okay, so now you want to start learning Tarot de Marseille. Okay, so you want to choose any type of Marseille type deck. Now, remember Marseille with the wands straight, swords are curved, you've got chalices and coins. Okay, so these are your coins, and then these your ace of chalice. And there might be some differences, and of course, okay, chalices there, so they're sort of set up in this way. But there may be some differences in colours, tones, the artwork may look slightly different in some way. Here's some major arcana, those are 4 cards. So yeah, so you want a Tarot de Marseille styled deck, something you want to sort of expand your knowledge, start moving something to do a little bit different. So this would be maybe something that you could add to your collection, which would be quite cool. Okay, the next thing is you want to look at maybe a Thoth deck. Now there's lots of sizes in Thoth. There's a mini one, there's different sizes. Now there's also different styles of Thoth as well, like the Liberty Tarot, Liberty Star Tarot, there's the Initiatory Tarot, the Golden Dawn. There's Hermetic Tarot. There are lots of decks based on Thoth type meanings. You can get into it quite deeply with the astrological and Kabbalistic aspects of it. But what I find is quite good with some of these decks, of course, is the keywords at the bottom. Yes, very different to Rider-Waite-Smith and Tarot de Marseille in many ways, but it is one way to sort of start working with this deck. If the artwork appeals to you, there's lots of learning you can do from other channels. Just like in the Tarot de Marseille, there's lots of people who are teaching that on YouTube, lots of people teaching Rider-Waite-Smith aspects in regards to timings, astrological aspects, and so many other things as well. So there's lots of different sizes in Thoth as well. I know this is a slightly large deck. Some people have trimmed their copies, some people have edged it. We've done all sorts of bits and pieces with these decks. So this is your 3 main systems that I sort of wanted to maybe this what you could do in your collection. Okay, so you've got the Rider-Waite-Smith, Tarot de Marseille, and you've got a Thoth Tarot. So you've got the 3 basic systems in tarot, which is a great collection. Okay, so that's all you need. Okay, but you want to add an oracle deck. Now there's hundreds of oracle decks out there. this is a couple of really cool ones. Now the Enchanted map was bordered, but now it's borderless. A real simple oracle deck to use, really powerful messages, absolutely gorgeous. Now any deck by Colette Baron Reid are really cool. There's lots and lots to choose from, lots of things that may inspire as well. There's lots of oracle decks you can choose from. This is just a few. I got the Enchanted map. I got the Lisa Williams Intuitive Soul Oracle. The reason why I like this deck is because you will find that not just the keywords like the Enchanted map just have keywords on it, but this also has, sorry, the falling apart, will have a little bit more underneath. So that's the difference. So you've got the words that might just have, the cards that might just have titles on it, just have titles on them in some way. And then you've got other decks that have a little bit more information here, which makes it a little bit easier to work with, especially when you're sort of starting out. You may get cards that have maybe a bit more than just the title, the keywords. Maybe it might have a bit of a few sentences, 2 or 3 sentences on them as well. You might find decks like that as well. Now, so there are a couple of really cool oracle decks that you could work with. The Enchanted map and Lisa Williams Intuitive Soul Oracle. Now, there's lots of animal decks as well. So animal decks could be something that you could add to your collection. There's lots of different animal decks to choose from. Find something that appeals to you. So you've got something with animals, maybe it's interesting you, that interests you. You could find decks on a variety of things that inspire you much more than what these do. Choose, so like I said, a small deck collection could have the 3 main three sort of styled tarot decks, maybe. You've got 3 oracle decks, maybe, and then you could add a in time. As you're learning, you could use something like the Lenormand. Now this is Alexander Mosrat's Lenormand, which has the key inserts, clear pictures, and they've sort of got a very tea stained type feel to them. Now there's lots of different Lenormand decks out there, so choosing any Lenormand deck that you want to add to your collection, it may give you another tool to add. So you don't have to have a huge deck collection when you're starting out. Just like I said, a Rider-Waite Smith, a Tarot de Marseille, and a Thoth. If you wish to add to, you don't have to. You could just get, and there's lots of different decks to choose from. I started with the Native American Tarot. As you'll see on my videos, you can check on the you can check down below on my links. I should put my first tarot oracle deck link. I should add that to down below as well. I will do that, or I might add it into the card up position there. Could add that card, no, that back link. I think, I'm not sure. Could be that side cards come out. So anyway, I just wanted to sort of show you that the Lenormand cards is another cartomancy that you could add to your deck collection. Keeping it really small, choose maybe 3 different decks and 3 different oracle decks, and then add a Lenormand is more than enough to really sort of, you could just have 1 deck if you wanted to. You could decide you want to work with a Rider-Waite Smith. Have a collection, just maybe, especially to start with. First thing you want to do is have a Rider-Waite Smith deck or something similar, or a deck that appeals to you, and then choose an oracle, whether it's animals, the Enchanted map, Intuitive Soul Oracle, a deck on love, what these crystals, plants. There's so many oracle decks that you could use to work with this. Or you might decide you want to go the Tarot de Marseille route. This sort of might appeal to you more. Yeah, grab the Tarot de Marseille and choose an oracle deck. Or you might decide you want to go, maybe you find Thoth inspires you more. So choose a Thoth style deck and choose one of the oracle. I know they say Thoth is more advanced. There are some differences. There are some differences, of course, with the prince and the king and princess. The princess, the king, the queen, and the prince. Of course, there are some differences in regards to that as well, which can get a little confusing if you're used to Rider-Waite-Smith or the Tarot de Marseille. Now, it is the same in the numbering with the now the difference between Rider-Waite-Smith and the Tarot de Marseille and the Thoth is the fact of strength and justice. The numbers are run the other way. Rider-Waite-Smith, you've got strength is 8 and justice is 11, where in the Tarot de Marseille and the Thoth you have justice is 8 and strength as 11. So that's the difference. Okay, so that's just a real starting point. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and be secure.